The world is a complex place, full of complicated things, like plants, animals, caves, rocks, all sorts of things. And us. Our ancestors needed a way to understand all of these things. And so they devised the concept of elements, which is literally just the purest form of a thing. Various different cultures compiled lists of what they perceived as these elements, usually no more than about 4 or 5, and the most notable ones on these lists became what we know as the classical elements. Water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the 4 nations lived together in harmony. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Got a little bit carried away there. Anyway, to our ancestors, these seemed like the most simple, most primal things in the world. Obviously, nowadays we know a bit better because we've got a more comprehensive and detailed knowledge of atomic theory, which is far more accurate. So we don't need these ideas of elements anymore, do we? Well, even when we were using this specific concept of elements, we were associating other things with them. Hippocrates from ancient Greece had a theory about humorism, which was that there were 4 specific things in the human body, 4 vital liquids, and each one of them was associated with one of these classical elements. And his idea of humorism came out of another idea of the 4 temperaments, which were personality types, and they, again, associated with these 4 elements. And while the 4 temperaments has been largely discredited as a theory, it has actually had a big influence on us, because it had a very big influence on the most popular internet personality quiz of the last decade, no, 20 years. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Now, if that's not staying power in terms of association, what is? And don't get me started on how we use these classical elements in our popular culture. The Avatar series aren't the only things that use these in various ways. In fact, Harry Potter uses these rather more subtly. Each of the 4 Hogwarts houses in Harry Potter is able to be linked very directly to one of these classical elements. Gryffindor is fire, Ravenclaw is air, Slytherin is water, and Hufflepuff is earth. But the symbolism in pop culture is not the only way that we can use the classical elements as a symbol. There was a traditional way of ordering these classical elements in such a way that they showed a picture of the world. The air was the top because it was the sky, the sun was in the sky, so fire was next down, then earth came next because we were standing on it, and then underneath that was water, which was for the oceans and seas that were underneath the earth, they thought. But if you tweak that order just a little bit, you get a slightly more accurate depiction of the planet, because if fire represents the molten core of the planet, then earth represents the rocky crust of the planet, then water goes on top of that for the seas and oceans, because they are actually on top of the main body of the earth, of the rock. Then the air is the atmosphere on top of them. It works. It then goes to this air, water, earth, fire ordering. Bonus points if you noticed, like I did, that this is the order that Aang mastered the elements in Atla. Overall, despite a lot of flaws in the actual accuracy of them as a theory, the classical elements are still very useful to us today. Not as a theory for understanding the universe, but for the symbolism that they provide us in ways of seeing the world. Let me know in the comments down below what sort of links you can come up with between popular culture and the classical elements. I would really love to find out some more from you, so let me know down below. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails down below to see other videos by me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!